Hey everybody, it's Mr. T. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. The first part of our weekly announcements are about the playing assignments that we receive every week. The playing assignment that's due a week from today is the excerpt number 1 from our playing auditions. So when you look at Smart Music, it'll say excerpt number 1, and then whichever instrument you play, violin, viola, cello, or bass, and then it'll say playing test off to the side. That's how you'll know that it's the correct assignment for your instrument. Excerpt number 1 comes from the holiday concert. It isn't new material. It's the same thing we've been playing for a long time. If you played second violin at the holiday concert, then it might be a little bit new, but when you start playing, it'll sound familiar. If you're not sure how it goes, then of course there's the YouTube videos that go through the instruction process. There's 3 or 4 videos per excerpt. One is a combination of all the videos put together, and then there's one that's just the instruction, and then there's a video that is practice tempo, which is typically about 20 clicks slower, and then there's a video that is the performance tempo as well. Okay, so if we could get that taken care of, I'd appreciate it. The next part of the announcements is going to talk about our audition process for the end of the school year, and these will be the auditions that will place you in your orchestras for 2020 and 2021. The material that you're going to play is listed on my teacher website under the tab Audition. They're PDF files, so you can either print them out or just play them off of your computer screen. Either way is fine with me. So what we're going to do, we obviously can't do it in person, unfortunately. So we're going to do them as little Zoom conferences. I'll send out a link and we will sign up for 15-minute intervals, and you'll meet with me. And you'll just say, hey, Mr. T, I want to be in Orchestra 4. And if you want to be in Orchestra 4, then you have to be able to play all 5 of the excerpts. And then when that's done, we'll take notes and we'll chit-chat a little bit. I'm not too sure which day we're going to be able to do that. I'm going to wait a little bit further as we get more information from the school district about what's going on. But those auditions will need to happen in the next 2 weeks or so. So if you're curious about how we're going to do the audition process, we're going to do it via Zoom, just like we are now. If you don't want to be in Orchestra 4, then you don't have to play all 5 of the excerpts. If you just want to play the first excerpt and then say, hey, I'm good with being in wherever, then that's okay with me too. Just because you play all 5 excerpts doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be in Orchestra 4. It depends on how well we play those excerpts, of course. It's always very difficult because I think everybody wants to be in the highest orchestra possible, and I, of course, want to make sure that everybody's in an orchestra where we can learn and be successful. So start taking a look at that audition music if you haven't already, and then keep an eye out for, you know me, guys. It'll be a simple Google form where you first name, last name, student ID, and then pick a time that works best. It'll probably be weird. I won't make us do the 8 to 4 o'clock. I don't know if you guys know this, but Mr. T sits at his computer every day from 8 till 4 o'clock. I know it's kind of silly because most of you guys probably don't wake up till noon or 2 o'clock. So we'll make sure those auditions schedule, they'll go later than 4 o'clock. I won't make you wake up at 8 o'clock to play your instruments, okay? But if you could start looking at that audition music, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Along with our upcoming auditions, we also have to get prepared for our officer elections. I sent out a Google form about nominating yourself to be an officer for the 2020-21 school year. You don't have to be nominated by someone else. You can nominate yourself. That's perfectly fine. On the Google form, it talks about some of the offices we run as a pair. So like the president, for instance, that's not a single person. We run as a pair. So if I was going to run for president, I would have to run me and Mr. Norton. I couldn't just do it by myself. And then some of them, I believe, like a senior representative. If I wanted to be the senior class representative, then I could, of course, run for that by myself. So make sure you put a lot of thought into who you're going to run with. Those nominations, I need them turned in on that Google form by May the 4th. After May the 4th, and we have those done, if you want to do like a campaign video, you can send that to me and we'll post them up on the Instagram, or if you know how to tag us on Instagram or whatever. I think we'll use Instagram to do some of our campaigning. That could be a lot of fun. And then once that's done, we will vote just like we normally would in class. We'll vote on Google Forms, and we're going to do that on May the 15th. That's a Friday. That's the same time we would normally have done our voting for officers. And when we vote, it's the same thing I always tell us. We're not going to vote for who we think is the most popular or who looks the best in their outfit today. We're going to vote for who we think is going to work the hardest and who is going to help us make the orchestra as successful as possible. The end of the year banquet. We're going to have to do. I've been saying that it's going to be online, and it really isn't online. I'm going to make a video type thing. It will not be as nice as having it in person, but at least a video it'll all give us a keepsake. Maybe it'll feel like some closure towards the school year. So here's some things I'd like us to know about. To start out with, we always do an end of the year slideshow. This year, Matthew Belitzos is in charge of that slideshow. And he knows this is, I'm not surprising him, I promise. So I'm going to put his email address inside of this video. If there's a picture that you would really like to be in the end of the year slideshow, email it to him. That way he can get it in there, and we'll have the best variety of photos that we can to represent the end of the school year. It represent the school year. It doesn't have to be. It just has to be orchestra related. So if you could, it almost seems like another lifetime ago, but you can think back to when we had orchestra camp in August, our freshman pool party when everybody was kind of new and we were learning who everybody was, to the Halloween party or the Christmas party, or maybe some pictures from Region, or just pictures of you guys goofing around in the lobby at lunchtime, sitting at that big beautiful table. So those pictures can go to Matthew Belitzos, and I'll include his email address in the video. The next part is seniors. Man, this is hard every year, and it's going to be even more difficult this year. Seniors, you need to send your recent picture or your senior picture, a baby picture, and your senior quote to Rozzy. And of course, I'll include her email in the video. I sent out my senior pictures from 1997. I put them on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, hoping you would see that and get a pretty good laugh at all that hair. And gosh, the cowboy hat is pretty ridiculous. But just take a look, get a good laugh, and let that remind you that you need to turn in your senior picture to Rozzy. I don't know if I have any baby pictures. I don't know if they had cameras back then, but if I can find one, I'll post that too, to remind you that seniors, you need to have your senior picture, a baby picture, and your senior quote, and we're going to send those to Rozzy, and she's going to put together the senior slideshow. The new part that is different, if you think about the part of the banquet where the seniors would stand up and they would acknowledge a junior or an underclassman of their choosing, and just kind of leave them things. I'm going to leave this stick of deodorant, or here's a pencil because I know you never had one, that kind of stuff. We're going to do that with little short 30-second videos. So if I'm a senior, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You're going to use your cell phone to make a little video, 30 seconds long, saying, "Hi, I'm Jason, and today I'm going to leave X, Y, and Z to my stand partner. We wish you the best of luck next year." And then I will take those little 30-second clips and put them into a very simple video editing thing, so that it will all flow into one. And we'll just do it alphabetically. So seniors, please do that. Just 30 seconds. Think about which sophomore means the most, or which junior, or if you've made a connection with the freshman. Just a little quick 30 seconds. Same kind of deal that you would do at the banquet. We just won't go on and on and on. We don't want to have a 4-hour video. So just a little quick 30-second thing to say your farewell to the underclassmen. And we're going to email those 30-second clips to Sun Wu. She's going to organize and gather all that data for me, and I'll, of course, will include her email in the video here. The next thing are juniors. Typically, the juniors would pick seniors. We have 21 seniors this year. Um, and each junior would give them a parting gift to say good luck in college or good luck in the service, wherever they're going to be moving on to. Same thing, just a short 30-second video. And we're going to send that information to Anya. She's organizing the videos where the juniors are recognizing the seniors. And I think if we put the end of the year slideshow, the senior slideshow, our farewells from the seniors and the juniors, I will make a quick video announcing the outstanding seniors for 2020. And I will also probably read through some of the senior announcements since we didn't get to have the senior awards. We'll recognize those kids that would have been recognized at the senior award ceremony. And we need all of this information by May the 1st. That's pretty quick turnaround, but I think everybody knows that I'm not the most tech savvy kind of person. So if we could get them all turned in by May 1st, that gives me more than enough time to start putting the video together to try to make it as nice as possible. That way, it'll be kind of a keepsake thing that you'll get to look back on and remember your friends. If you have any questions, shoot me an email and say, "Hey, Mr. T, I don't get it," and I'll try to explain it a little better. To end our weekly announcements, we'll just talk a little bit about the announcement was made today that we're not going to go back to school in the month of May. So I just want you to know that all you can do is your best every day. Try not to get too worked up about things that you can't control. I know some of y'all are probably laughing like, yeah, right. I'm in my house going crazy, and you're right. But that's why I think I can talk to you guys about this stuff. Is every day I just have to do the best that I can and try not to worry too much about things that I can't control. And I think that's what we can expect from everybody, whether it's your expectations of me or my expectations of you. So we can just expect or hope that everybody's doing the best that they can every day. Just to kind of keep things in check, keep reality in check, and what our priorities are. I mean, the priority is for you to stay healthy and to be safe and to keep everybody else safe. So when things get to be where you feel like you have too much weight on your back, or just try to relax a little bit and know that everybody's in the same boat together. I mean, all of your teachers, Mr. Bloomer, everybody is. We're all just trying to do the best we can every day, and we know it's not ideal, and it's not fun, and it's not what we wanted to be doing here at the end of the year. But just know, I'm doing the best that I can. Your teachers are doing the best that they can, and we just ask that you do the best that you can too. When all else fails, just play something, or if you have, I'm sure you're watching plenty of TV, so you don't have to go to that. But sometimes I grab Buddy and we just go sit out on the porch and we watch the cars drive by. Just a little something to get me out and get around. Hope you guys are taking care of each other. If you need anything, I'm here. Shoot me an email or a text message on the Remind. I miss you guys. I hope everybody's doing okay. Doing okay over here. Just a little bored. Not used to being at home so much. Miss you guys, and I hope to see you soon.